Okay, as the editor of the intro, these are some decisions I had to make this viral video. So as you can see, it's a contrast edit. The intro is the first 2 seconds are very slow. It's pretty silent, or it's not slow. It's silent. And then right here, the first 2 seconds after that, you have the contrast. It's showing the dream life. And actually, I had this as the second clip, and then this is the third clip. But then I realized I need to add crowd audio, so I need to have this and this so that I can add flashing and crowd audio, because it wouldn't make sense if I have a crowd audience cheering for this clip. And then we move over. I'm gonna put what am I gonna put here? I think I'm just gonna add text right here. It's when I say, well, you can. And then this, it's also just showing what their bad habits are. And and something I do want to mention for this is when I say well.
Well, you can. No more.
What I could have done is wait till after this right here to put the well you can, but I decided to put the well inside the hype moment, just so that I save time, and it just flows a lot better. So this is where I'm gonna put the clip of our friend Sid, and then right here it's timed with the music.
So how do you stop living the boring life you're living now?
And as you can see, I have TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat flashing. I decided to put those because I felt like gaming wasn't enough. I just wanted to reiterate and remind the viewer what their bad habits are. And this clip right here took me about 30 to 40 minutes to find, because I was looking up like ripped dude on a yacht, then I couldn't find anything. So I was spending 20 minutes trying to find that, could not find anything. Then I went to some bodybuilders walking in public. I couldn't find a good clip of a bodybuilder walking in public and then getting a girl to look at them. They were honestly ugly girls looking at the ripped dude walking in public, so I just didn't want to include that. So I decided, why don't I pull this? And so I watched this whole video. It was like, I think a 3 to 5 minute video, and I looked for the perfect clip where there was a girl with a smile on her face touching his abs, because I knew I've seen a clip of this video before. I knew it had a girl touching abs somewhere, and there were multiple clips of that. And for this, you have to take a look at what makes a bad movie. This right here is interesting. I have life flash, then it goes back to movie, then flashes life. I originally had it like with the life over there. This says life right here. I don't know if you can tell, but it says life, and I originally had it like this, right? But then there's too much space in between, so I didn't want it to make it look like a mistake. I wanted it to just be like a quick flash, so that's what it looks like. And then now this is the interesting part. It was hard to time the music, but I figured there is a part after this intro where I say Truman shows a perfect example of this, and that part does not have audio, because I like using silence to differentiate not only parts but also just to have something new for the viewer. And silence is just so interesting because it's almost the same as music in the way that it just presents something new. So it's just so interesting. Let's take a look at if there's a reverb that we can do at the end of that. And I think there is. So let's check out the timing.
So how do you stop living the boring life you're living now and start living the exciting life you wish you had? Well, to understand this, you have to take a look at what makes a bad movie.
I think that should be good. I didn't really like how the music extends for so long, because I don't want them to read this part right here. I don't want them to read that for too long, because the life should not be super important. I just want them to know that, okay, it's a movie, but if they catch it, oh, it's life too. Oh shoot. I don't want it to be a whole thing where if they see the life for more than a second, then yes, they're gonna know, but I don't want it to be a whole thing. It's just like if you see it, you see it, but I also kind of want them to see it. So I'll make it enough time for them to see it, but if they blink, they're probably not going to see it. So what I'm worried about here it's what, 28. That was 1.8 seconds, this whole thing. From the end of this clip to the end of the music, 1.8 seconds. Then after that, I say, this movie is a perfect example of that. I feel like that's probably less than 1.8 seconds. So there's a problem there. How am I gonna do that? Maybe I could do this. Maybe I can.
Take a look at what makes a bad movie.
I think I should silence this to put emphasis on this part right here. I should silence it.
Well, to understand this,
Yeah, cause that I don't know how to reverb on this app, but I could just silence it. This right here. If you don't use KineMaster, it's a volume envelope, which means this right here. This is 100 volume, and it goes down to like 20% volume. So let's see how it sounds.
So how do you stop living the boring life you're living now and start living the exciting life you wish you had? Well, to understand this, you have to take a look at what makes a bad movie.
Okay, yeah, that was honestly pretty good. Let's see if I can get more of a longer reverb, because it felt like it cut out. I don't know if y'all thought that too, but I think I have to actually just cut it out completely. Let's set it to 0.
You had. Well, to understand this, you have to take a look at what makes a bad movie.
This is 100% my best edit yet.
What if you could make life as exciting?
Oh, and here, this is something very interesting. I don't know if you guys caught this, but there's 0.2 seconds before the audio starts. This is the start of the audio right here. But this piano accent, it's the what? Or what do I even say in the intro? It's like boom. What if you could make, or what? I don't know. But it starts the piano, which makes it like boom before the intense contrast edit starts right here. So it's I didn't want the intro to be silent, or I mean the first 2 seconds to be silent. So that's why I decided, okay, let me add this piano reverb.
What if you could make life as exciting as a movie? Well, you can. No more boredom, no more having nothing to do, no more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy, in fact.
Okay, this is a Netflix intro sound effect, so I'm gonna try to put that up a lot.
Thing to do, no more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy, in fact.
That didn't time up with the music, so I just changed it.
To do, no more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy.
Let me see if I can move it a bit this way.
Having nothing to do, no more waiting for something to happen.
I liked it right there.
Waiting for something to happen. It's having nothing to do, no more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy.
I want the like when the Netflix goes boom on the second boom for the Netflix, I want it to hit the beat drop of the violin changing.
Having nothing to do, no more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy.
If you notice that, it's like for the violin. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm just making random sound effects for no reason, but listen to it. The violin changes, and on the second beat drop of the Netflix, that's when I want it to hit the change of the violin. Let's see if I do
No
it.
more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy. Having nothing to do, no more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy, in fact, that we got.
That was really good timing. Unless my thing's bugging.
No more boredom, no more having nothing to do, no more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy, in fact, that we got our friend Sid to follow this advice and teach random people in the street about it.
Okay, right here. This is where I wanted to cut it out. Let me mark that, because I didn't actually want to delete that clip. I wanted to see if I can add a reverb. Let me just silence it. Yeah, that's too abrupt. I cannot delete. Let's just extend it. Alright. Let's see if we can silence it out. That seemed too... It seemed too much like I was trying to silence it out to the viewer. I want it to be like a reverb. I want it to sound like a reverb, like it was composed that way. Oh, that wasn't too bad. It still seems abrupt. Let's try it from there, yeah. No, the other one was better. So let's try it right there. There's still a beat after the thing should be silenced, so let's try there. That's okay. Let's go all together.
What if you could make life as exciting as a movie? Well, you can. No more boredom, no more having nothing to do, no more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy, in fact, that we got our friend Sid to follow this advice and teach random people in the street about it.
Maybe Benit.
So how do you stop living the boredom?
Maybe Benit can reverb this end right there. That's the audio. As you can see in the timeline, there's a dude playing violin. That's no copyright. Some like winter album. I don't know what it's called. It's like as good as Versace. If that makes sense.
So how do you stop living the boring life you're living now and start living the exciting?
Oh shoot. Oh god, I deleted the audio by accident for that. Oh, thank gosh. Okay, we got it back. Holy, that would have been a big mistake.
So how do you...
Alright, so I just have to cut this out because I'm literally gonna be inserting a clip right here, which is the Sid A-roll / B-roll with audio. So I need to cut out that music. Wait, that sounds horrible. What happened? This should be good. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna slowly lower the audio of it so that it seems like it's just getting quieter to the point where the viewer doesn't even notice that it abruptly stops.
Teach random people in the street about it.
That was good, yeah.
So how do you stop living the boring life you're...
I think we should add one more thing so the volume... Yeah, so it's kind of like... Oh god, I have 15 minutes before I have to be done with this. Actually, I think I should be done right now. Let's see if it's done.
What if you could make life as exciting as a movie? Well, you can. No more boredom, no more having nothing to do, no more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy, in fact, that we got our friend Sid to...
I don't like that Netflix, it's too loud.
Nothing to do, no more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy, in fact, that we got our friend Sid to follow this advice and teach random people in the street about it. So how do you stop living the boring life you're living now and start living the exciting life you wish you had? Well, to understand this, you have to take a look at what makes a bad movie.
That was brilliant. I like it a lot. I really like it. The only thing I would change is making this more comprehensible because I feel like the viewer can't even tell what's happening. So let me actually extend it so it's like... Let's change up the TikTok. I want the audio, or I want the visuals to be longer. This is just freaking brilliant, man. Oh my gosh. I'm just boosting my ego so much, but Jesus. Can y'all not agree? Wow. Let's see if that works.
How do you stop living the boring life you're living?
I feel like every time I watch something for the first time, it goes so slow compared to the second time. I hope y'all know what I'm talking about, because if you watch a commercial twice, you know it definitely feels faster the second time. So I'm hoping that it feels like slow motion to the viewer, and wait, feels like it disappeared right here. Let me try to. Yeah, so I hope it feels like slow motion to the viewer, because right now I've watched it so many times that it may seem too fast for me.
So how do you stop living the boring life you're living now and start?
I feel like I would be able to tell if I was a viewer. So you know what? Let me be a viewer. Let me just go in full screen.
What if you could make life as exciting as a movie? Well, you can. No more boredom, no more having nothing to do, no more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy, in fact, that we got our friend Sid to follow this advice and teach random people in the street about it. So how do you stop living the boring life you're living now and start living the exciting life you wish you had? Well, to understand this, you have to take a look at what makes a bad movie.
Wow. Okay. There was one thing I thought I saw somewhere. Hold up. There's something I was like, what was it?
You can. No more boredom, no more having nothing to do, no more waiting for something to happen. It's so easy, in fact, that we got our friend Sid to follow. So how do you stop living the boring life you're living now and start living the exciting life you wish you had? Well, to understand this, you have to take a look at what makes a...
I think it was the audio. I think it was too quiet. My voiceover, yeah. Oh, no, it wasn't. Which means I gotta lower the music volume. Last time, our mistake was that the music was too quiet. Let's try this.
So how do you stop living the boring life? So how do you stop living the boring life you're living now and start living the exciting life you wish you had? Well, to understand this, you have to take a look at what makes a bad movie.
Wow, that's actually freaking brilliant.
What if you could make life as exciting as a movie? Well, you can.
Let's try it at 70. It might not have the same oomph effect, but it might.
What if you could make life as exciting as a movie? Well, you can.
Okay, it felt a lot more dull. Let's up the volume right there.
As a movie. Well, you can. No more.
This needs to be louder, but I cannot make it louder. So let's see if I can lower this volume right here. Which, let me mark that. Okay. And just make it a smooth line. Okay.
Well, you can.
Yeah, that seemed good. Bet. Let me just make sure it's in the right spot. So that's the silence. Okay, right there. Let me actually just move it so it matches, so I don't have to redo it. And I think it would.
Life as exciting as.
I think it would benefit the video if the well and the you can are a bit more spread apart, because it feels too rushed right now.
What if you could make life as exciting as a movie? Well, you can. No more boredom, no more having nothing to do, no.
I think that was good. Let me move it like a millisecond forward.
Well, You can. No more boredom, no more.
Okay, I'm freaking done. All right, peace out.